Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons.
Led by Coach Rocky Morris, your Atlanta.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson ready to get the preseason started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
Black 20!
On second down, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Black 20!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, tonight!
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 35, here's second and 9.
Here we go, tonight!
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Lions first down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Goff gonna throw here on first and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
But you know the old saying, Mike, the games don't count, but they matter. And these are the kind of things that really matter. Efficiency, in and out of the huddle, really work the offense and the process. And that's exactly what we saw here To be this well-oiled early in the year is a great sign of things to come once we get to the regular season here in a couple weeks.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time, running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
On second down, Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson, he gets in there for the sack, and it looks like the time off has not slowed him down one bit.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Raymond going to return it. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Lions offense ready now for their second drive. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them. So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold them on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it's really more of a ladder here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Falcons offense ready for their second possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Slot man in motion right. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on first down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a run with their tight end.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
We'll get this out wide. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons, first down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is hard. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a big play there for the Falcons. An even 40 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better place.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked back at the 5. Alex Anzalone getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They run over center with Robinson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4. 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Penix. It is brought in the end zone. Great London. Touchdown Falcons.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
That ties the game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down.
Tonight. 20.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And they move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Here's Goff. This one caught by Patrick.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On second down, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
From the 21, here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5. At the 20.
To throw is Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a run. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal.
We go.
Throwing, Goff. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
Like 20.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
DJ Reed there defensively.
From the gun, here is Penix. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Here's 1st and 10.
12 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
From the
second
46, here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards.
Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Atlanta.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Algier. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Tackle made by Dane Belton.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Falcons. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Here's
15-yard
2nd
line.
and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Open man, he's got Agnew. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Cousins. And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanketed everywhere he looked. They'll bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Whose hit is good. And the Falcons are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7.
The Lions take over.
The Lions offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Come on. Six the Eagles.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. This one complete. It's to Small. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a game of brings up
Milrow on 3rd down. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. 14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit.
gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Lions.
Let's go now. Press
Gain
on
of
it.
14.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Braylon Trice
2 yards
on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Falcons' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Now it's Milrow. He'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Milrow. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions are out to a 21-10 lead.
Falcons 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. They'll start on the ground with Algier. Try to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
That is fielded the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Play action. It's Milrow. This one complete to Washington. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
4th down, and here's Milrow. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. That's caught. It's high. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Algier. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Go again here with Algier. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. Huff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Another Falcons 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. To the goal line and in. Curly Werner. Touchdown Atlanta. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Who able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are back within 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Milroe. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Milroe. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. The Lions all their first time out. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
Now Milroe. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now a timeout. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and Tyler Algier getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's got his tight end for Toriano. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Cousins. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
1st and 10.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
The Lions' 47-yard line.
Now, Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Lions offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll run on 1st down with Algier. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Zach Cunningham, the linebacker, on the tackle. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go right back to Algier. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
They go play action with Cousins. He'll get this out to the left flat. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Play action now. It's Cousins. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this off.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Falcons. On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's caught by Teslaw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's Milrow to throw. He's got his man complete. That's Teslaw. And the defense can't love the stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Here we go, here we go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready.
One more time for Montgomery. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, Milrow. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we come out to the 20-yard line. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, Cousins fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They bring the tight end in motion. We'll try and run for this with Algier. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
This fielded inside the 35. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go.
Here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
First down. A gain of
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Ready, ready?
A carry here from Montgomery. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that near.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. The catch is made. It's Agnew. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
And inches at the 36-yard line.
Handoff, it's Algier. And I don't think he got there. Racked up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Milrow. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
60 vices, 60 vices.
I'll give on the ground, And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Lions first down.
And the Lions.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On the ground, Montgomery. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tigers.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. He'll take this down inside the 30. J.D. Bertrand able to bring him down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up
They're down and 3.
Get it.
From the gun, it's Milrow. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. Open man is the tight end right. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
This one complete to Washington. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. This is almost certainly 4-down territory if they need them all. Touchdown, extra point gives them the lead. It is 1st down and goal. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here we go.
Milrow gonna throw it again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. That's caught. It's high. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
10 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
Now, faking the give. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Lions have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions are going to open up the lead to 8.
35. Falcons, 27. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Algier. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no good.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, this is Algier. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
17 yards.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Algier. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards, marked at the 29.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And this will be a Lions 1st down as they take this up to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. Go.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready.
They'll run with Montgomery. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Ready.
On the ground, this is Greg Reynolds. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
Detroit Lions. First down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Ready, ready.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he's got another one. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Falcons offense ready for this next possession. Tight end going in motion here. Cousins now to throw on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
A give up the middle to Algier. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. The shotgun. It's Cousins. He's going to air this one out. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by DJ Turner. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
One more time for Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 36-yard line.
On the ready.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Montgomery trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Milrow. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready, ready.
To the air, it's Milrow. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Montgomery, finding room to the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Bravo 80. Ready.
A carry here from Montgomery, and he'll get about 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
The tackle by Arnold Cavacini. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Shot. 70 Lions. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery.
David Montgomery on the handoff. Brandon Willis on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
They'll try it now with Montgomery, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Open man, he's got Agnew. It is 2nd and a yard.
To Jamal Agnew. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
There's the spike, and it stops the clock with 35 seconds left to play. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up.
So a win for the visitors, the Lions, as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.